Are you thinking of moving to Prosper, Texas? Well, in this video, I want to take you on a tour in Prosper, Texas. I want to show you some neighborhoods, some hot spots, so you know everything about Prosper, Texas, coming right up. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about Dallas, Texas, or specifically Prosper, Texas, then make sure to subscribe below, click the bell notification so you're the first to know of the market update in Dallas, Texas. My name is Daniel. If you're thinking of moving in 10 days or 10 months down the line, feel free to call me, text me, email me, whatever you prefer. I'm happy to help you move to Dallas, Texas. So I'm here at a shopping plaza called the Gates of Prosper. And I think that's a great name because this place is the entrance of Prosper. As soon as you go north of the 380, you enter into Prosper and you see the Gates of Prosper, this really nice shopping plaza with all these places to eat, with all these stores, these shops around that you can just shop around. And this is a great hangout place, a meeting place for people who ever want to meet together in Prosper. So let's go ahead and take a look around this area. You got shops here and across the street, like all four sides of the street. So let's go ahead and take a look around the Gates of Prosper. So here's the intersection, and like I said, there's four corners of places to eat and to shop. You got Panera Bread over there in the back. You got TJ Maxx. You got Ross. You got Burlington. You got PetSmart. You got a lot of different other stores. You also have Olive Garden. For those who love Whataburger, this is the place in Dallas. There's Walmart. There's other burger places. There's pizza places. So just a lot of fun here at the Gates of Prosper. You want to make sure to check it out. So we're in the city of Prosper, and I want to share with you some demographics about Prosper. Here you see this is Prosper High School. One of the main reasons why people love Prosper is because of Prosper ISD. They love the school district. And this is a community, if you know about Prosper, it's called Winsong Ranch. And there are so many new builds here, so many houses, just really big community that people just really love about Winsong Ranch is because of the Prosper ISD. They love the community here. They just love the water that you can see there. So a lot of people, when they want to move to Prosper and they want to find like a new build, they'll go to Winsong Ranch. And so this is a very, very large community, and a lot of people just really adore this community at Winsong Ranch. Prosper is one of the fastest growing cities. Now in 1914, Prosper was a population of only 500 people. And so as you can see in Prosper, it's still developing. There's a lot of land that's developing, but it has developed quite significantly. So in 1914, there was 500 people, and about 56 years later in 1970, it increased from 500 to 501. That's crazy, isn't it? One person came in 56 years. And then 30 years later, it grew to 2,097 people. And today, there's about over 45,000 people who live in Prosper. So when we compare from 1970 to 2000, we're talking about 501 population to 2,097. And then 25 years later, we're talking about a jump from 2,097 to 45,000. That is a very fast growing city. As you can see here, that there's a lot of construction going on. And I was just driving by and I saw this, this truck, this trailer, whatever it is, and they were hauling this huge, construction equipment for them to just kind of build here in Prosper. Prosper is located north of the 380 highway. And so for some people, location might be far because Prosper is quite a bit north. But for some people, they're okay with it because they love Winsong Ranch, they love the community, or they just love Prosper. And most importantly, they love Prosper ISD. Now, Prosper is a very family-oriented city because 70% of the households in Prosper are married couples. And of those, all the families in Prosper, about half of the families consist of children. So you can just tell that it is a very family-oriented city where school is very important. The average household income is about $120,000 to $130,000. So $120,000 to $130,000 shows that it's a very stable city in Prosper. the median home price in Prosper is about 600,000 or so to about 700,000. So of course this is a ballpark figure because house prices range all over the place in Prosper, but just talking about the median home price, that's what we're talking about, around in the 600,000s. And a lot of these houses are new build, and so you have to realize because it's new build, it's going to be a bit more expensive than other cities in Dallas. The home ownership rate is very interesting in Prosper, is that it is 80%. So 80% of people who live in Prosper own a home. So what that means is the rental population is very low. People who live here, like I said, build new houses for the most part. Well, maybe not for the most part, but a large population builds new houses just because Prosper is a developing city. And as you can see, all of the land has yet to be developed. And so there's a lot of land for Prosper to build new homes. There aren't many things to do in Prosper. It's a bit slow in Prosper. And so even for me to find places to visit in Prosper and to show you, we're not going to really find much except for maybe a park or so. So a lot of people in Prosper will go to Frisco. They'll go south. And just to let you know, in Frisco, they are coming up with a place called Fields West, which is very similar to Legacy West in Plano. And that's where a lot of people are probably going to hang out when they live in Prosper. Go south of the 380 and go to Fields West when it's fully developed. And so that's kind of the demographics of Prosper. So here we are at Frontier Park, and as you can see, there's a pretty big playground for kids. So families will come out here and just have their kids run around the playground. There's a lot of athletic fields here, some baseball fields and some football, soccer, however they use it, as well as some nice area to walk around. So we're in the $400,000 price point here in Prosper, Texas, and this house right behind me is listed at $485,000. It was built in 2015, has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, little over 2,032 square foot to be exact. And that is this house right behind me. Not a lot of homes in the low 400s, but I was able to find this at $485,000. Let's go ahead and take a look around this neighborhood. You're going to see a lot of these homes in the high 400s and the lower 500s or mid 500 price point. So we're in the $600,000 price point here in Prosper, Texas. The house right behind me is listed at $624,000, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, built in 2010. Square foot is 2,988. And so in Prosper, Texas, when we're talking about $600,000 price point, we're talking about houses that are maybe about 15 years old. And that's still pretty good in comparison to other cities in Dallas. And of course, in Prosper, a lot of the houses here are new. So let's go ahead and take a look around this neighborhood. So we're at the $800,000 property price point here in Prosper, Texas. And the house right behind me is listed at $840,000. It has 4 bed, 3 bath, and the square foot is 32 square foot. Year built was 2015. So you can tell right away that the houses in Prosper, Texas are very new. They're like 10, 15 years old. And that's a great thing about Prosper, Texas is yes, the house prices might be a little high in comparison to other cities, but that's because the school districts here are very good, and also because the houses are very new. And that's why a lot of people like moving here to Prosper, Texas. And like, I'm just showing you these pre-existing homes, but the new houses, of course, are very, very beautiful because they're new. And that's what makes some of the houses here in Prosper, Texas more expensive because it's such a developing city. So let's go ahead and take a look around this neighborhood in the $800,000 price point. So there you go, a tour of Prosper, Texas. If you're thinking of moving in 10 days or 10 months down the line, feel free to call me, text me, email me. I'm happy to help you move to Dallas, Texas. And if you like this video, click that like button. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.